We are going to discuss about angle of elevation and distance between points. Look at this picture. The two men are both looking at the aircraft. The eyes of the two men are making angles of elevation with the aircraft. This man is making angle 45 on angle 41 with this aircraft, and this man is making angle 20 with this aircraft. The diagrammatic representation of this real life situation will be as it is shown in this diagram here. In this diagram, this line is the line of sight from the man in blue shirt to the aircraft. This angle is the angle of elevation from the man in blue shirt to the aircraft. This angle here is the angle of elevation from the man in black shirt to the aircraft. This line from this point up to this point shows the horizontal line of sight of the man in black to the point right below the aircraft, and the line from this point to this point shows from this point to this point shows the horizontal line of sight from the man in blue shirt to the point right below the aircraft. This line here, you may call it line EG, is the height of the aircraft above the eyes of the two men who are actually observing the aircraft. Now, the problem is to calculate point distance BY, which is the distance between the eyes of the two men, if we have this distance EG, which is the height of the aircraft above the ground. Now, in order to find this distance, we should find this distance BG by utilizing this triangle BGE, and then we will have to calculate this distance YG by using this triangle YGE, and then we should take the distance YG and subtract it from BG so that we remain with BY. So the process begins with calculating this distance YG using this triangle here. A sketch diagram of this triangle here, which you may call it as triangle EGY, is this one, whereby this angle here is 41, this distance is 3 kilometers. Using this abbreviation, SOTOKA, HAH, the right trig ratio to be used is the tangent ratio, because we have the opposite side, this one, EG, and the adjacent side, this one. So the right ratio to be used is the tangent ratio. So the tangent of 41 is opposite, which is 3 kilometers, over the adjacent, which is YG. Now, in order to calculate YG, we need to do the process of crossing multiplication, and then we make YG the subject. So YG times tan of 41 will be this one, and 1 times 3 kilometers will be like this, and then you divide by tangent of 41 both sides, so that you can cancel the tangent of 41 from this side. So if this is cancelled, you remain with YG on the left hand side, and here you will have the 3 kilometers over the tangent of 41 degrees. Now, if you go to the tables of trigonometry, you will find the tangent of 41 degrees is approximately 0.8693. So 3 kilometers divided by 0.8693 is actually a difficult number to be divided. So you may choose to reduce the number of decimal places here by approximating 0.8 to 1 decimal place. So you obtain 3 kilometers over 0.9. It is still difficult to divide these two, so you should remove the decimal point here by multiplying by 10 to the numerator and the denominator. You get 30 kilometers over 9. So if you divide 30 kilometers by 9, you obtain approximately 3.3 kilometers. That is YG. It is the distance to the man in blue shade from the bottom of the aircraft. The next thing that you should do is calculating this distance here, BG, by using this triangle, this bigger triangle here. You may call it triangle EBG. EBG. In this triangle, this angle here is 20, it is shown there. This distance is 3 kilometers. So you have the opposite and the adjacent. So the right trig ratio to be used is the tangent ratio. So you'll have tangent of 20 degrees equals to 3 kilometers over the adjacent, which is BG. 3 kilometers is the opposite side. BG is the adjacent side. So you have this ratio. In order to find this length BG, you should cross multiply. You'll have BG times 20 times tangent of 20 equals to 3 kilometers. Because you want to remain with BG, you should now divide by tangent of 20 both sides, so that you remain with BG on the left hand side. So in this case, you will have BG equals to 3 kilometers over tangent of 20. In fact, the tangent of 20 from the tables of trigonometry will be 0.3640 approximately. Now, because it is a difficult number to divide, you may approximate this number 0.3640 correct to one decimal place. You obtain 0.4. And when you remove this decimal point by multiplying by 10, you'll have 30 kilometers divided by 4. Now, if you take 30 kilometers divided by 4, you'll get approximately 7.5 kilometers. This will be the distance from the eye of the man in black to the place, to the point just at the bottom of the aircraft. It is this distance here. It is distance BG, which is 7.5 kilometers. Now, we have this distance BG, 7.5 kilometers, and we have this distance YG, 3.3 kilometers. And we want to find this distance BY. To find it, you apply this statement here. BY equals to BG less YG, and BG is 7.5 kilometers, YG is 3.3 kilometers. When you subtract 3.3 from 7.5, you obtain 4.2 kilometers. And that will be the distance BY, which is the distance between the eyes of the two men, the man in black and the man in blue shade. Thank you.